Leo Tolstoy, Wise Thoughts for Every Day, read by Madeleine. January 11th, Judgment and Punishment. When a dog is bitten by another dog, the dog bites back. People often behave this way as well. Engaging in such behavior is appalling, but it is, in fact, less harmful than teaching others that those who mistreat us should be punished. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a life for a life. This is not human law, but a law made by animals. When we are upset with ourselves, we do not blame ourselves, our inner self, or our own soul. Rather, we blame our behavior. We should treat others in the same way. When they do something wrong, we should blame their actions, not their souls. Take good for evil, and the total amount of good in this world will grow. January 12th. Violence and War. Believing that one person can improve another person's life through force is a mistake. Violence is the worst obstacle people can create for the arrival of the kingdom of God on earth. Why were we given an intellect and, more importantly, love in our hearts if we continually treat others like animals with threats and violence? When they asked Christ what God's law was about, he replied, to love God and your neighbor. When they asked him the same question again, he replied, to treat others as you wish to be treated. This is God's law in its entirety, and Buddha and Confucius also proclaim it. Yet, if you were to ask lawmakers what the law is, they wouldn't give you a short answer. They would say instead, you have much to learn. January 13th. False Science. People believe that the more you know, the better off you will be. Yet knowing a lot is not as important as knowing a few of the most necessary things. Socrates said that being foolish does not mean knowing a little, but rather pretending to know what is not known. Often, people will learn the sciences by simply remembering and repeating the thoughts of others, eventually looking proud and important as they stand before a blacksmith, a carpenter, or a shoemaker. I have more respect for men of the trade than for these so-called scholars. Most people believe that humanity can be improved by constantly acquiring knowledge that can make life easier. This is not entirely true. In order to improve humanity, one must find the answers to those questions that really matter in this life. Discovering such truth is possible. January 14th. Desire and Passion. Your treasure is where your heart is. If a person believes that his or her treasure is in the body only, for example, in good food, a comfortable house, nice clothing, and other pleasures, then this person will be consumed by the pursuit of such things. Indeed, the more energy one puts into pleasing the body, the less energy one will have to invest in a spiritual life. The desires of our bodies are like little children who always want more. The more you give in, the more they ask of you, and this goes on without end. If you follow the desires of your flesh, you make it weaker. If you keep your flesh too strictly, you also weaken it. There is, then, only one true middle. January 15th. Anger and Hatred. In the same way as water flows from a pail with a small hole, your life will feel empty if you have hatred toward even one person. When you are angry, count to 10 before you do or say anything. If you are still angry, count to 100. In your silence, you will be surprised at how angry you have become over such small things. One of the most precious things a person can do while on this earth is to experience rage without behaving as such. If someone offends you, you can respond like a dog, a cow or a horse, run away or bite back. Or you can act like a human being and say to yourself, this person abused me. That is his or her choice, but my choice is to do what is good.